Good afternoon, it's Sue from Snake River Stamping in Burbank, Washington. Welcome to my craft room today. I'm so happy to be here and to share some really cute Easter cards with you. They're my card kits for this month, so I will be sending them to you, all the elements to make the cards with a qualifying order, which I'll speak about in just a moment. But I think you'll really like them. They're really cheerful and happy. It's always good to get an Easter card or to send one, right? Alrighty, I'm going to switch to the desktop and make a few important announcements, and then we will get busy with our cards today. So we have big news that's Stampin' Up right now. Oh, I've got lots of glare, don't I? Okay. Let me see if sticky notes will take care of some of that. No, it's not large enough. Okay. I have bigger ones. Lots of glare. There. That's a tiny bit better, right? Tiny bit better. Okay. I did remember to turn on both my lights today, so I want credit for that, remembering one thing. Anyway, we have a new catalog schedule and format coming out. We are Stampin' Up! Is doing away with their big annual catalog, and they're going to 3 smaller catalogs once every 4 months. They will include core products as well as new products, as well as having the online exclusives that they can change more frequently and adapt to what people are wanting. And so I'm really excited about this change because we're not going to have overlapping catalogs where you're looking at one catalog for this and in a different catalog for that. So I hope that will help. I wonder if I can get rid of that light. There we go. Maybe a little bit. Lights, anyway. So this is a catalog refresh. Our new catalog will come out in May. Okay, and these will be similar to the mini catalogs, but a little bit bigger because it will include core products also. So our newest one will be coming out in May, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how they do it. They're going to do a lot less of the fluff with pictures of people crafting and things like that. That's leaving, and we're just going to be left with actual products and things to buy, and maybe idea pages like they usually have. So I think that'll be a great change. These seasonal catalogs are going to be designed to put all of the goodies up front and center for each 4-month period, focusing of course on general type of stamps and dies and things like that, as well as seasonal things that will fit into that. So like our May through August calendar, we're going to have a lot of spring, and summer things. Then when we get to the September, December calendar, we're going to be doing fall and Christmas type of things. And when we do January to April, then they're going to be focusing again on Valentine's Day and Easter and things like that we're doing, have been doing right now. So I hope that you enjoy that. I think I'm going to enjoy it, and look forward to only dealing with one catalog at a time. If you have placed a $50 order in my online store in the last 6 months, you will be getting your catalog for free from me, and I will be ordering those and sending them out well, I'm ordering them this month. They probably go out in April, I think. Okay, and then they go live in May. The new one will go live in May. So if you don't have a demonstrator yet and you would like a free catalog, just email me. My information is linked below. You can call me, text me. You can email me at my email address, sue@snakeriverstamping.com, and I'd be glad to set you up. Okay. Another thing that we're getting new, and I was going to grab one of these. They're changing our ink pads from the flippy kind of ink pad like this, that are, those of us with arthritis, is a little challenging to sometimes open these. I mean, they're good ink pads and everything, but they are changing our ink pads, and they're going to start in May with the new in colors that are coming. Okay, they refresh the in colors every year and give us a new set for 2 years. And so they'll be coming out with a set of in colors, and they will all be in the new format. And you probably know that Close to My Heart went out of business, and Stampin' Up! Bought some of their licenses and trademarked items, and one of them was their magnetic stamp pads, which are really easy to open and close. They're magnetic. They stack. They stick together a little bit because of the magnets, and I've always really liked these. These stamp pads are going to be felt instead of the spongy stuff, which is just a different way of holding the ink. And I've heard, I mean, I've only been stamping for about 9 years, but I understand that, and these are actually 9 years old, this ink pad, and I've got some others in my box, but they're not Stampin' Up! Colors. These are going to all be Stampin' Up! Colors, of course, and they will be felt pads, not the spongy pads that we have right now. Okay, so that will be a difference, and then they'll slowly roll out the rest of the colors over the next couple of years, and you can buy them or not. You don't have to, because it's going to be the same colors, same Stampin' Up! Colors. So whether you have the old ones and you want to keep those, you know, that's fine. Or if you want to start transitioning to these magnetic pads, totally up to you. Oh, I flipped myself up. There we go. So that's an ink pad change that we're going to be implementing beginning in May with our new catalog, and they just will start with the new in colors. And speaking of in colors, we have retiring colors. These started in 2024, so they retire at the end of April 2026, and people are starting to buy them. I mean, they will run out, and they're not making any more. And Pretty in Pink, Peach Pie, Shy Shamrock, Summer Splash, Petunia Pop. So if you don't have the re-inkers, if you would like some more cardstock in those colors, one of my favorite colors is Petunia Pop. I just love it. Well, I like all of them, and I use Peach Pie a lot too. So if you would like, any of those colors before they run out, sooner rather than later, okay? And this is just an example of those 5 colors that they do. Maybe I said it was 6, it's 5. And then this is an example of some retiring coordinating products that go with those colors that will be leaving us at the end of April or sooner. If they run out, they run out. Don't forget, they always add new items under the specials tab for the last chance products, and some things like what I'm going to use today. I don't know if I put it in here, put it in some pile, maybe. Anyway, thought I had them out. Oh, I think I do. Let's see. I always think they're in a box and they're not. I'm using some of these. Anyway, textured notes is the one I'm looking for, and I'm not finding. Textured notes is on the last chance list, and I love those dies. So if you don't have them and you have been kind of wanting them, it's a really good time to look those up and see if you can get them on the last chance list. Okay, and there's a lot of other things on there too. The product of the month, remember, with a 75 minimum order, and that's before tax, before shipping, before any coupons you might be using, you can buy the product of the month for only $5. And you might have already seen this product of the month is coming March 3rd, which is today. It goes live today, and it is a stamp set called Notes of Spring. It has some little deer and has fill-in. It has the outline and then it has the fill-in stamp. It has, the words are, especially for you, a little note of thanks, happiest birthday wishes. And so they have a goose, they have some leaves and things, and some flora and fauna, some bunnies, just all sorts of things that you can use to make that. So, and I think I've mentioned that they're making fewer of the product of the month because they've had too much left over. They weren't sure how many to make, and so they're now starting this month making fewer. So I'm going to be thinking about with my next order early this month that I will do my minimum order, of course, of $75, and which is not hard for me, and to get this set. And I believe they still have December, and they still have January, they still have February products of the months. And the exclusive join, oh, this died yesterday. Sorry, never mind. I hope that you got your free Stampin' Positioner for in the join offer. That was a really great opportunity for that. Paper Pumpkin is coming. You can subscribe and get Paper Pumpkin for March as long as you subscribe by March 10th. And remember, very flexible. Paper Pumpkin's very, very flexible. I know why, I just remembered why I have all this problem with my, I usually put this up here. This is how I solve my problem of the lights. I couldn't figure that out. Okay. There's been a lot lately. Anyway, Paper Pumpkin, very flexible. You can pause it, you can cancel it, you know, do whatever you want with it. It is a subscription service, so you sign up and you're signed up until you tell them you want to pause or cancel, whatever. But these beautiful hummingbirds are coming this month, and I'm really looking forward to that. So that brings me to my specials. Of course, at $20, that's when you start earning your own 10% Stampin' Rewards. Okay, any order of $20 or more, you earn 10% of that back to spend on a future order. $40 order, you're going to get a quarter package of Designer Series paper that is current. It's called Perennial Lavender, and the reason I chose that is because my PDF this month features Perennial Lavender in my PDF, and I'm going to send you a quarter pack. Now I have to send it, I can't cut them in 6x6. They have to be cut long. So you're going to get a half a sheet of each one of the papers, and I'll show those to you, because you need a long sheet. It needs to be like 11 3/4 inch long to do this fold and this card with my PDF. So I'll send you the PDF. I think you get that down here on the $75 level. So I'm going to send you a quarter pack of the DSP Perennial Lavender, and so you will get the long way, okay, on these patterns. So you'll get a sheet of this. I have more of some than others, but I do have 5 different patterns that I'm going to send you. So there's this, on this pattern, there's this floral, and then this nice wash on this side, which makes a really pretty, because this card displays both sides of the paper, which is really nice. Okay, so you know, it's great to have that. This is the second pattern, and again you'll get a full half sheet of it, and it will be going horizontally. So that's the front and that's the back. This is the next one that you'll get, the front and the back. This is the next one, the front and the back. I'm getting half a sheet, cut the long way, and then this is the last one, the front and the back. And so you would be able to make 5 of these cards if you do a $75 order and qualify for this also. So you'll get that at $50, you'll get that, or $40, you get the quarter pack, the long way of perennial lavender and your rewards. $50, you get the quarter pack of perennial lavender, and you'll get the card kits we're going to make today. Okay, there's 2 designs, you get 2 of each design, and your Stampin' Rewards. $75, you get the quarter pack of perennial lavender, you get the card kits, and you get my PDF for this card that goes with the perennial lavender. Okay, and your Stampin' Rewards, and you qualify at $75 for the product of the month for only $5, so you can kind of double dip there. Remember, all qualifying orders are before tax, shipping, and coupons are redeemed Stampin' Rewards. Okay, so it has to be a $75 paid order minimum, and if it's more, it's more, right? Okay, so those are my offers for this month, and my PDF will describe how to make this with all the measurements, and you'll have the paper to do that, which will be really extra fun. And today, this is card number 1. I have 2 examples here, and then I'm going to make one with you. And this features an older set. I do not have the new Easter paper and Easter stamps. Okay, so since I'm cutting this anyway to send to you, I will punch all your bunnies. Okay, I will cut all your flag dies and your circles and your embossing and your cardstock. I will send you all of these materials, and you'll also find in your package, that tore your dear. You will find in your package some little bows tied out of this sweet white organza, and I will stick them on a glue dot sheet. I can't get that one to stick back on. I'm doing it backwards. Anyway, they'll come on this nice glue dot sheet, and they'll be hooked with a glue dot so that you can just put your bows on your bunnies. So all of this will be cut for you. Now, I used a variety of paper. Some of the paper I used is retired. This was the lighter than air paper, and I chose for this one, I chose this little stripy paper because I was looking for paper since I didn't have the new stuff. I'm just looking for paper that's kind of got bright springy stuff in it, colors, and what I can make the bunnies look good out of. So that was one package of paper. I used some Timeless Plaid, which I thought was still available, and I looked last night and it's not. So I was really sad about that because I love Timeless Plaid, and I have a couple packages of it still. But anyway, so I used Timeless Plaid on one of my bunnies, and I'll show you that one in a minute. But what you're going to get is some paper that I have from, I think it was the spring special. Anyway, I have a bunch of springy paper in here that I'm going to be using. This was a springy paper, I think. Or was it? Yeah, I think it was. This is springy paper. It's out of this package that I have. And so that's what I'll be using for that to make your bunnies. And I have some other examples using that paper too. Okay. So let's make one of these cards, one of these examples, and show you how easily they come together. And remember, all this will be cut for you. You do have to do some stamping, But I do have a special little offer on Stampin' for this. Alrighty. So I picked my purple fine shimmer gems. All these items and measurements are linked below me if you're watching me on YouTube, and they're linked above me if you're watching me on Facebook. All the items and the measurements are all linked for all of this, although I will be cutting for you if you send me a qualifying order, and I'll send you all the stuff for it, okay? So I've cut my bunny, and of course I have two sides. Now I can make him match this banner, or I can make him be in the same colors, and just flip him over, okay? So you start out just with an 8.5 by 5.5 card base, and you score it 4 1/4 of basic white. Then you're going to get a piece of 4 by 5 1/4, and it's going to be embossed with a retired embossing folder. I used pressed flowers to be behind my bunny on this one. So I'll emboss that for you. I can do that. And you just, this is the largest flag die out of Nested Essentials. Yeah, it's the largest flag die. And you'll notice that it's not as long as what it appears to be on here. So I just cut it to make it longer, to make the proportions look a little bit better. Okay. So you'll just cut that in half. I'll cut the die for you, but you just cut it in half, and all you do is just stick it on your paper trimmer. And it is about almost 3 inches long, and so I went to like 1.5 inches approximately, and I just cut it in half horizontally, just like that, so that I can make it look longer, okay, because I'm going to put that circle over it, okay. Alrighty, and I need dimensionals. I need some regular dimensionals. Bingo. Okay. And I've got glue and all the sticky things. That's what I need, all the sticky things. So we are going to glue down first our banner die. Put a little glue on there, and we're going to glue it directly on this embossed 4 by 5 1/4 piece. Okay. And I'm going to just place that right at the top and kind of center it side to side. And then I have a T-square that helps me do this, because I want that other banner piece to be in line with this. You can use any straight edge really, and you know, to get your other banner piece in place. But I want to put this down here, and I do want it to be like it's one piece, okay? It's not one piece, because my circle with my bunny is going to go on top. And my circle, I used Stylish Shapes. Yeah, the biggest circle on Stylish Shapes is what I'm going to use to cut that for you. Okay, so I do that, and I need a piece, and I thought I had it, because I have like a bajillion of these. White cardstock. I thought I had something cut to make my greeting. I'm just going to grab a scrap here. And I am going to use Happy Easter, Easter Blessings. I have this other kit, and this is where the stamping thing comes in. This is a Simon Says stamp set that I've had for some time, and it's like mega cute. And I cannot stamp for you from Stampin' Up! Products, but I can stamp some things for you from Simon Says Stamp, I believe, because they, Stampin' Up! Can only tell me what to do with their products. So I think I had Easter Blessings in here somewhere. Or maybe I can't. Oh, there it is. Easter Blessings. There it is. Yay. Okay. I have Happy Easter on one side, and I'm going to put Easter Blessings on this other side. And then cut it down. And that's actually where I was looking for my where would I put those? Oh, textured notes right there. That's where I would put them. Oh, but the dies are not in there. Okay. I'm going to have to fake it with something else. I can use this one. Okay, so I'm going to come back to this in just a minute. So I'm just going to stamp Easter Blessings in black. And cut it out. Grab one of these. This works a little bit better. I'll put it on the other side. So hard to see when I have another stamp on top of it. Just hold it there for a minute. Perfect. And I just grab my little Stampin' Scrub over here and clean my stamp real quick. I'm going to put this other one on because I'm going to use this other one in a moment. So we have Easter Blessings, and even though I cannot put my hands on my handy dandy, thought I had everything pulled out, but apparently I don't. I'm just going to put Easter Blessings on this one and use my mini cut and emboss machine to cut this. Put a little sticky on there. This just might shake the table, but not too bad. Not as bad as the big one. So Easter Blessings is going to go at the bottom underneath the circle. And I just grabbed, I don't even know what die this goes to. I just have it in my little metal cup because I use it when I'm just looking for something quick. And I always think I'll remember where to put things back, but it's not true. I don't remember where to put things back. Okay, so back to the bunny. All right, I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of my circle. And I'm just going to kind of make a diamond pattern back here to hold this up. But I'm not going to take those off quite yet. I'm going to do my bunny. And what I'm going to send you, now you can glue your bunny flat. You can put your bunny on dimensionals. Or I'm going to send you some wobbles, which are very fun. Wobbles are fun. And like I said, you can choose to make your bunny match, because we're going to put this on here. Maybe we should just put that on there. And then we'll take a look at our bunny. And I have a feeling I'm going to do the opposite side to make this one. And remember, I'll be sending these products to you for a qualifying order this month. Okay. So you can put them on dimensionals, you can glue them flat, or I'll send you wobbles, which, let me tell you, everybody loves wobbles because they make everything bounce, and bouncing is fun. The trick is getting these sticker things off of the wobble. I use my handy dandy tweezers. Sometimes it works better than others because these are really sticky. But I've been making some bug cards for a future class, and those bugs on the wobbles are just adorable. I think I shared a week or so ago, I can't remember, maybe it was a couple weeks, my grandson's birthday card. His 5th birthday was last week, although we didn't get to see him. We're going this week. There we go. That worked. And he just loved that card. Because his bug bounces. He likes to play with that. My advice is have something sharp. Maybe my take your pick tool will be better. Yes, I think it will be. Yeah. Take your pick tool. That's the trick. Okay, so I think, so I could go purple, or I could go these complementary colors and kind of make it a little different. So I just place my wobble on the back of my bunny, and it doesn't really, I mean, you kind of want to center it, although I noticed on the bugs, like sometimes, even when I couldn't center it because of the way the bug was designed, it still worked just fine. So I'm going to center my bunny, and he bounces. Isn't that like triple cute? I love that. And I have my ribbons, and there's a sticky dot on that one. And you just, these will be tied for you, like I said. You just stick a little bow on him, like that. Okay. Get rid of some of this garbage. Every time after I look at my videos, I think, why do I have so much garbage all over the place? Now, I'm going to put Easter blessings down here. I think I might scoot it up under there, maybe just a little, so that my little tips show. And I'm going to do it flat because I want it to slip under there. Okay. And this will help me. So I want to read Easter blessings, but I want the tips of my, I could put it up top, I could put it anywhere. And then I get out my purple fine shimmer gems that I have. And this is a fairly light color of purple, so I think I'm going to choose the lighter purple ones. see. Some of these. And I actually will send you some gems too. Yeah, I think I want it over there. I don't know. I'm never good at figuring out where to put the gems. They say odd numbers and triangle shapes work really good. So anyway, that's that. So then I'm going to attach this to the front of my card. You can glue it flat, or you can put dimensionals on it, because dimensionals are fun and they make things stand up and look pretty. Now I'm not going to put one in the middle because I've got that bunny wobble over there, and that's really poking up. I can feel that right now. So I'm not going to worry about the middle. I usually put one in the middle so it doesn't sag, but I don't think it's going to look saggy because I've got my wobble popping that bunny up really good. You can even see the shadow under there of how far he is popped up with the wobble. Okay. And so then I just take it and center this on my card. I have to get my big head right in the way to do that, sorry, and press that down. So here comes the inside, and here comes my special offer, because I have this adorable stamp. Simon Says stamp, and I've had this for years. And so I can stamp this for you, I believe. I don't see any reason why I cannot stamp a Simon Says stamp for you. And so I'm going to stamp it on the inside. It'll just be black and white. But do I have the example? Yeah. But you can color it if you like. You can leave it black and white, or you can color it. I left my bunny white, and I used my Stampin' Blends to color this and make it really cute. You can put Happy Easter down here, whatever you want. But I'm going to include this. Now, if you don't like the bunny, flip it over and you do your own thing on the other side, whatever you would like. You'll have a choice of what you want to do. So I'm just going to grab my stamp and my black ink. And I'll stamp this up. Okay. And this usually gives me a pretty good impression, although I do see a little smudge right there that I want to go away. And I'm just going to kind of center it a little bit high. Yeah. And you'll get a bunny just like that. Isn't that the cutest thing? I just love it. And it's so cute colored. It's so cute colored. I love it. So that will go on the inside, or like I said, if you don't like it, turn it over, use the white side, do whatever you would like, because this is your card kit, your cards, and I want you to like what you have. But I will be sending all this stuff to you for your qualifying order this month. You get 2 of this design with the circle and the bunny and everything. Well, there's going to be a bunny on the other one too, but a little bit different design. And so you get 2 of these to put together. You get gems, you get a bow, you'll get a piece to stamp something on here, or whatever you would like, and then the inside will be stamped with that one. Okay, so those are some examples. What your paper will look like, depends on what I got available and how many orders I get to make the card kits. So I hope you like that design. That's number 1. And in my information down below, I have the card kits, the measurements for the card kits separated into card number 1. That was card number 1, and card number 2, which is coming up right now. Okay, so this is card number 2, a little bit different. And this is where I used Timeless Plaid, which I have Timeless Plaid designer series paper, and I can't remember if this was this might be Timeless Plaid too. I can't remember. But one of the things that if you would like a more masculine, you know, less spring colors bunny paper, because you're going to send it, you know, to your husband, you know, your brother, you know, friend, whatever. Just when you do your order, just send me an email and just say how many masculine bunnies you want in you know, more neutral tones, you know, more masculine tones, because this is definitely a more masculine feel to this one versus this one. Okay, so we're going to make one of these bunnies today, and I'll show you how I did that. And I'm using some retired product, but I have it, and I'm cutting for you and embossing for you and all that. So all of that will be done, okay, in your card kits, right? So I'm going to look at that for just a minute so I maybe get this halfway right, right? It's always a good thing. Okay. Oh, see, there's one of my strips, and I needed that in the other one. I don't need it in this one actually. And so this is the paper, which is some of my retired paper that I'm using, and it's got stripes on one side and the flowers on the other. So what I think I'm going to do is put the stripes on this one and make the bunny a floral bunny. All right. So on this one, you start out with an 8.5 by 5.5 card base scored at 4 1/4. These dimensions are below. And then your bottom layer, these are both 2 inches by 5 1/4 inches, and they're going to go right side by side to make your base. Okay, and you can flip these over however whatever you want with your paper. You can you know, make your design decisions that way. But I think on this one, this is what I'm going to do with this particular paper. And I am going to glue this flat because it works a little bit better on this card to glue it flat. So I'm just going to start out with some glue over here. And I'm going to set one down. One of the ways to get these even is to tape them on the back together. And I usually do that, and I forgot about that little trick. So I hope I'm getting this pretty even. And this other piece is white, same size, 2 inches by 5 1/4, and it is embossed. And that will be embossed for you with a new embossing folder, not a retired embossing folder. This one's called Lazy Day 3D embossing folder. It's really cute, very springy. I like it. Okay, so then this is where I used again a retired, because I love this. This makes such a good scallop contours, and I'm going to cut this for you because I have this, and I'm going to take this one and cut this piece for you for your focal points. Okay, and this is the measurements below. This is like 4.5 by 3 1/4. This particular size, and you can use textured notes. You know, any of the nesting type dies, you know, would work with this. It's just, this is what I really liked it, because the scallop pattern I thought lent itself pretty well to this. So I am going to stamp, and this is from Simon Says Stamp 2. I'm going to stamp the Happy Easter again in black, and I'm going to put my bunny up here on here. So I'm going to go down here, but I need my, I like to use this because it gives me, oh my gosh, I got a smudge. Well, we're going to ignore that because I don't have another one of those cut. Okay, what can I do with this? You can still see it, but such is life. Okay, so you're going to stamp that, something like that. And then I took, and this was out of my bunny set that I got probably a couple years ago. And it's got some it's got bunnies in it and stuff. I can't stamp any of this stuff for you because this is Stampin' Up products. So, but I'm gonna stamp some grass down here for my bunny to sit on, and I'm gonna use some Granny Apple Green for him or her to sit on. And I'm just gonna make a little line of grass. And I do not want to go over a certain spot, so I'm going to mask this off a little bit, just with a sticky note. Because I don't want it to go much past right there. There we go. Okay. So that's my grass, and then I grab my bunny. I'm going to use this floral side of the bunny this time, and you're going to get a wobble for him too if you would like to use it. If you want to stick him on a dimensional, if you want to glue him flat, whatever makes you happy. So maybe I can get this wobble off a little, the sticky part off a little bit better this time. Like in under 10 minutes is what I'm hoping. Yeah, I think it's doing pretty good. They're a little finicky, but they're so much fun. It's worth it just to have the fun of a wobbly, bouncy bunny. There we go. Okay. So I just take him and place him down on my bunny, and then I take off the other side. Getting ink all over. Tell ya. Let's see if we can put some gems there or something. Okay. Oops. Bring this down just a little. Ooh, his nose almost covers that up. Fabulous. Okay, then I've got some of this Easter assortment, peel and stick, and they've got little eggs and little circles on this. They're just adorable. So you'll get a few of these to go on yours, and probably the take your pick tool. So they've got yellow dots, and they've got the blue dots. I'm trying to, oh, that looks like balmy blue to me. And then the eggs are pink and white, kind of. So I just scatter some little eggs in there like that. And so those look adorable. I'm going to have to order more of these. Especially if you guys order a lot of card kits. I mean, gee, maybe you will. All right, so then I'm just going to flip this over carefully. And I'm going to go back to my dimensionals. And you can see the wobble even makes this wobble upside down. So cute. And I'm going to put just in the corners again because I've got that bunny wobble on the front, sort of in the middle. But I do want this popped up a little bit. And okay. Oops, not inside. So this just goes on the outside. Just like that. Isn't that adorable? And my little wobbly bunny. My happy Easter, my little eggs, my grass, you know, whatever you want to put on there. So then you will also get, my insides are usually 3 3/4 by 5. I like that size for an inside. And I always like a separate inside because if I make a mistake after I've made a card or whatever, I don't, you know, want to blow a whole card just because my inside's not perfect or something like that. And I was going to look and see, okay, I have a different picture that will fit on this that I can stamp. And again, if you don't care for it, that's okay. Just turn it over and use the other side and do whatever you would like to do with it. I guess I got a big Happy Easter. Did I put a Happy Easter? I did put Happy Easter on the front. Okay. So I've got this bunny. I like that. Got a cute bunny, but I think I like this better. So I believe I'm going to use this on the inside. On this one. And this is just some little spring black ink pad. How did the black ink pad disappear so quickly? Good question, right? Probably put it in a really safe spot. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's under the eggs. Under the eggs. Okay. So, I'm going to just stamp this up because this is a Simon Says stamp. And I'll stamp on one side for you. And again, if you don't care for it, that's okay. Doesn't hurt my feelings. But you can color that if you would like. You can leave it black and white if you like. You know, whatever suits your fancy on that. And it just goes on the inside, either on that side or the white side. But it does make a really cute inside. Okay. So there is the second one. So you will get the materials to make 2 of this card. And remember, if you would like masculine, just let me know, and I'll fix that up with the colors. Otherwise, you're going to get spring colors. You're going to get happy bunny colors, okay? So that's card number 2. You'll get 2. This applies to make 2 of those. And this was card number 1 with the circle and the bunnies. And you will get the materials to make 2 of these. Alrighty? So, I hope you love these Easter card kits. Let me turn this up. Now I'm going to turn it up. See if I can do that. There we go. Okay, so you'll get 4 card kits, 2 of each, for your qualifying order that I explained earlier on my specials sheet. and that'll be good for the month of March. And Easter's actually the first Sunday, is that right? In April. I remember looking at my calendar. Yeah, it is. It's April 5th. The first Sunday in April is Easter. So get your orders in, get your card kits so that you can get your cards made and get those sent out to all your friends and relatives, because I think they're just really going to enjoy getting these adorable little card kits from you. The ones that feature the circle and the tag, and the ones that feature the scallop contour focal point, I think are really cute too. So I'm pointing to something that you can't even see. There we go. Now, those are the card kits. You'll get 4. This is 6, but you'll get 4 of them. And remember, if you want masculine, just let me know, and I'll cut masculine for you. Alrighty. So next Tuesday, what do I have planned for next Tuesday? Oh, I think we're going to do birthday cards, but I haven't nailed down exactly which set I'm going to use. I have a new set that I want to use, but I have to play with it a little bit more. But it's gonna probably be spring birthday cards. I have a lot of spring birthdays in my families and my friends, and so I'm always looking for nice springy birthday cards, and I hope that will help you too. And usually my folds are like really versatile, so that you can put anything. I mean, even on these cards with the bunnies, you could use all of these layouts and just not put a bunny on them, put a flower on them, put, whatever, a little animal on them. We have lots and lots of really cute sets. The bug set would look adorable with this. So I hope that you will find these useful to you, and that you'll enjoy sending out your Easter cards this year. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you have a really good week. Bye-bye.